What up, food lovers? Pull up a chair and settle in, because today we're feasting on some of the best bites in the Palm Beaches. I'm Theo Dorsey. On today's episode of PBTV Now, we're treating our taste buds to some of the most unique culinary experiences in Palm Beach County, Florida. From candlelit farm-to-table dining to cocktails of yesteryear and the secrets behind the tastiest key lime pie around, we're serving up a 3-course adventure you won't want to miss. We're kicking things off with a fresh start. Literally, Swank Specialty Produce is where local chefs and foodies gather for an only in the Palm Beaches experience.
We are a hydroponic and sustainable farm growing some of the highest quality food for some of the greatest chefs. We started the farm to table movement 9 years ago with just one lunch, and today we have 18 events. We have 8 of them that are Sunday nights, and they're family style themed events. So tonight we're throwing back the 70s,
right.
An era which I grew up in, and
Sure.
my disco is my favorite music.
Can you dance to 70s music?
Have you seen these hips?
No.
What do you mean? Look at this. Look at what's happening here. Tell me a little bit about how you style these and sort of the feel.
Well, what we do is when we do our Sunday Swank table dinners, we bring the guests in to the farm, and they're welcomed by a cocktail and a bite.
Ladies, gentlemen, how are we?
And then we move them down to a second station where each chef does a beautiful appetizer representing their restaurant with some bubbles or some sparkling
So you
wine.
tease them a little bit with what they're about to have.
Yeah,
That's very good,
exactly.
very good, yeah. It's hard to eat with all the hair. It gets in your mouth.
And then Darren Swank gives them a hydroponic Q&A tour.
Tours them around, tells them how it works.
Yep.
Is it possible to have hydroponic cheese?
And then around 5:30, we seat them under our pole barn on long communal tables. It's all family style, 6 guests to a table. 75% of the ingredients come from this farm.
Next, we're shaking things up with a sip of history. At History on the Rocks in Yesteryear Village, guests can sample cocktails inspired by the past while soaking in the rich heritage of the Palm Beaches. It's part education, part libation, and totally unique.
If you've never been to History on the Rocks, what it is, it's a total food and beverage pairing. So the guests will come in, they'll go to the fire department, they'll have a bowl of chili from the retired firefighters and a fireball shot. They'll go to another exhibit like the bait and tackle, and they'll have the poke bowls with the salmon or tuna and craft beer. So every food and beverage pairing is reminiscent of these historical buildings here in Yesteryear Village.
Well, of course, I was in search for a great vendor, and I heard this location can get me a little tipsy. I am at Little Tipsy Tavern with one of the owners, beautiful owner, Susan. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so excited. My name is Susan, like she said. This is my sister Teresa, and we're the owners of the Little Tipsy Tavern.
All right, so have you been at this event for a while?
No, this is our first year that Yesteryear reached out to us and asked if we wanted to do their History on the Rocks, and we were really excited.
First of all, tell me, Susan, about this setup. Is amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yes, we wanted to have her really pretty for weddings, private parties, and all of life's little events.
So it's like it has a chandelier.
Yes, she's very pretty, very elegant. We wanted her pretty on the outside and as well as the inside. So when you rent us out, you get full access to take pictures, beautiful pictures. And if she is too big for you, we have a cute satellite bar. And she has just as much vintage charm. And we bring her in the backyard, wherever you like. So it's really, really fun.
I must shout out Little Tipsy Tavern. This drink is definitely worth stopping for.
For our final stop, we're going old school. Old Key Lime, that is. The Old Key Lime House is Florida's oldest waterfront restaurant, and is just as famous for its seafood as it is for its sweeping views. And of course, you know we have to try their famous key lime pie. Chef and host Jason Pereira is ready to serve up some Florida flavor. So let's dig in.
You've been making key lime pie here for a number of years, but it's been in your family for how long? Since what,
1800s.
And you make it here every morning, right? How many pies a day do you do?
About 100 pies a day.
Your kitchen crew does this?
Got
or?
a pie crew.
You have a pie
Not
crew.
just a kitchen crew, but a pie crew.
I love it, I love it. So let's see what we have here. We've got our, looks like our wet ingredients and our crust, our dry ingredients. So tell me, walk me through, what's here?
All right, so we have our nutty granola, our butter, graham cracker, brown sugar, cinnamon, salt, pecans, and a little bit of nutmeg.
So let me take a crack at this one.
All right.
Sweetened condensed milk, egg yolks, and I'm gonna guess here, one's lemon juice and one's key lime juice.
Correct.
A little bit of salt. Now let me ask you, am I using all of this?
Yeah.
Love it. Awesome. Okay.
Pull
Beautiful.
that flavor out.
So doesn't Jimmy Buffett come here sometimes?
He flies in, lands right in here in the water.
This is why we love it. This is why we're here. I think I'm pretty much incorporated. Look at that.
Ooh, that is silky. Silky.
Great technique there, my friend. Great technique.
The crunch.
It's got this kind of like a wet sand texture to it, right?
That's delicious. Gotta make sure it tastes right.
That's very true. So maybe we should throw some gloves on at this point.
Yeah,
and,
now we'll do gloves.
We'll pack the pie tin and form it down, get it up on the sides. Okay. And a key lime pie is indicative of South Florida. I mean, this goes, that is phenomenal. It's very well, like, I mean, this man clearly has made pie shells before. This is not his first rodeo.
There we go.
Beautiful filling coming in.
That looks about good. It's gonna settle and then it's gonna lift a little bit with the heat in the oven.
Okay, so we'll take that inside, we'll pop it in the oven.
15 minutes,
15
perfect.
minutes, awesome.
Voila.
Wow, now that
Pie.
is a beautiful key lime pie. You know what? Your great grandmother would be very proud.
Agnes would be proud. There you go, Grandma. All right.
Sometimes key lime pie is a little bit green. That's dye. That's not the real thing. Key lime pie is supposed to be kind of a yellow tint. That's the egg yolks, the condensed milk, the lemon juice. That's a true, real key lime pie.
Now, that's how you end a culinary adventure. From farm fresh dinners to historic cocktails and waterfront dining, the Palm Beaches has everything to satisfy your cravings. Thank you so much for joining me on this delicious journey. Be sure to follow PBTV now for more tasty experiences. And until next time, keep exploring and keep eating.